I'm Claire Willis, the co-author of Opening to Grief, and I want to talk about a phenomenon that I hear a lot. In my bereavement groups, I almost always ask the question, how many of you were talking to the person you lost? I don't ever say, is anybody, because I embed the assumption that many of them are, and invariably at least half the group is having ongoing conversations with the person they love. Many people find this comforting and a source of solace to have these conversations. The author Lorraine Hedke talks about this practice as being called remembering conversations, and Dennis Klass calls them continuing bonds. But either way, they're important ways to keep relationships alive. So some of the ways that this can happen is by talking to the deceased, keeping a journal. I had one client who wrote a letter to her partner every week, the day that her partner had died, telling her what she'd done during the week. Keeping things nearby that the other person loved, having them in physical proximity to you, because physical proximity when someone's died recently can be very comforting to have items nearby. As time passes, we seek more a psychological proximity. Visiting places that you loved together and remembering them. So those are just some of the ways. Also to ask their advice. So if you find yourself in a situation that's difficult, you'd say, I wonder what John would say. John, what would you say? And see if you can invoke their voice and strength. So through these remembrances, we are able to carry our loved ones forward with us as we grieve. They come along with us, which is so important.